And yeah, whenever you guys are ready. So I'll
Y'all
have.
give me about hold on. Give me about 30 seconds so I can get back to where I'm
Sure.
supposed to be at, and I'll
Okay.
get ready to go. Sorry.
Okay, got you.
I think he's recording the class.
Okay, what's on the menu? Yeah, it's good to be able to see it on YouTube and now able to go back forth and rewind it. And I picked up on a few things. I was like, oh, maybe I should have said that a little different, or I felt as if I could have got him lower. He was trying to get me to come higher, and
Yeah, because the one thing I noticed is you guys never talked about the original offer that he had on the table that he was working through.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because he did mention he was actually in a middle of a contingency that he could walk out of.
Yeah.
So I went back, I was listening to that audio. I was like, I wonder why we didn't talk about that. But it slipped my mind during that whole role play too until I went back and listened.
Right. And but he said he had it set up to where he could back out whenever he want.
Yeah. So he must have been lower then.
Y'all ready?
Yep, it's on you, Carlos. So you can be the buyer, and Johnny will be the seller.
All right. Ring.
Hello.
Johnny, how you doing? Can you hear me clearly? Hello? Johnny, how you doing?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yes, Johnny, this is Carlos. My partner reached out to you about your property on 123 Main Street. I'm the individual who, kind of qualifies your property to see if it's something that me and my team will be interested in. Do you have roughly about 10 to 15 minutes to talk about the property?
Yeah.
I mean, you sound very hesitant, man. If it's something that you got, if you're occupied, I can for sure call you back. Does this work for you, or?
I mean, it works, but I've done several of these calls, and this is always the same thing over and over again.
Okay, so it sounds like you got a bunch of people calling you at this time about your property, and they just not fulfilling what you need done.
I mean, once somebody puts some money in my pocket, that'll be fulfilling, what I need done. So, you in that same boat as them.
Hey man, I totally understand this. It's my job to get myself out of that boat. So I appreciate the time. But let me ask you this. So right now, just so I can know we're on the same page and we reading the same book, are you interested in selling or are you not?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I just wanted to make sure you could hear me. Are you interested in selling at this
Yes,
time or are you not?
I'm
Okay.
interested in selling, but ain't nobody go take me.
Hey man, I totally understand. We ain't trying to take you anywhere you don't want to go. So, I mean, what you trying to sell this property, uh, if you don't mind me asking, hypothetically, if the numbers was right and everything was, good and great for you, how soon are you trying to get rid of this property?
As soon as you get to the point with a number.
Okay, that makes sense. So let me ask you this. overall, I mean, you are the expert of the property. You've been living there. Well, I'm assuming this is a rental property, or is this a property you've been living in?
What does that even matter? I'm just trying to get a deal done. What does it matter what kind of property it is? How much can you
I mean,
get?
it matters. It matters because if it's tenants in it, and I mean, you and I both know, especially with everything going on with the COVID, if the tenant's not paying, I would have to take a property over with some tenants. If you're living in there, that's a whole different situation. So, are you currently renting it, or what would you? What's the situation with the property with you?
It's people in there.
Okay, so you got tenants in there. If you don't mind me asking, are the tenants current?
That's confidential information.
Okay, I feel it. I feel it. I mean, and at the same time, if we do, I understand that it's confidential. If we do buy the property, I will have to, in a sense, see if the tenants are actively paying to make sure it's a good deal or a good fit for us. So, I mean, eventually moving forward, um, I mean, we may need to discuss those numbers. Now, overall, property wise, you've owned this property for quite some time. If I were to be buying it, how much money and repairs would you say the property needs?
Shit, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, all you would need to do, you can put some new floors in there. You can paint it. Uh, that's it. It's in pretty good, pretty good condition. Let me ask you this. What can you pay me right now as is? And the other person, they made an offer, but I'm not gonna accept no offer with nobody put no $10 or $50 down. Let me ask you this. Are you the buyer of the property, or are you representing a buyer? I need to know these questions.
That's a great question, Johnny. I mean, we buy directly, but it seems like you're a pretty savvy investor yourself. If something doesn't, qualify or fit our buying strategies, we for sure could. We have other investors that we work with that could potentially, solve a seller's problem if we can. Let me ask you this. That seems to be like a very important thing for you. Are you looking for somebody to buy it directly, or does it matter?
Oh, I'm not. Um, I need to be talking to the person that's in charge. So, are you the buyer that's in charge? Because I'm not doing no. I have to be talking to the person that's direct because I'm a person that's in charge.
Yeah, I'm the person that's in charge. I just wanted to make sure if there was any specific reasons um, as to why. But you went back and you mentioned that the property needs new floor. I mean, then it probably may need new floors, painting. As far as in the roof and stuff like that, how would you rate that on a 1 to 10 scale?
You haven't seen the property?
I actually haven't,
Okay, look,
and I mean,
this is what I can say.
go ahead, Johnny. I'm not sure if you're speaking or not. I can't really hear you clearly.
Yeah, I'm looking to get $130,000 cash. If I can get at least somewhere around there, then it ain't even really no point of you continuing to waste my time.
Hey man, I totally understand. I'm not trying to waste your time or mine. So you looking to get 130K cash, right? How did you come up with that number?
It's what I want. It's what I need. I done put a lot
Okay.
of I done dealt with a lot with this property. A lot of different things going on, and I'm looking to cash out so I can retire and I'm getting the fuck out of this city.
Okay. I mean, you seem to be, very adamant about getting the F out of the city and stuff, man. I guess like what is going on in the city that's, trying to get you to run?
What's going on? They've elected they got these fools in the White House. They got the mayor that's an idiot. All of these people that's going around here letting these people live for free and not have to pay me rent. So I'm selling all of my properties and I'm done. So it's you can quit wasting my time and go ahead and make a deal with me. We could be done with this thing because I'm not going to continue to deal with this situation. Once I find a good offer, I'm selling the houses immediately. So what is your offer? What are you going to do?
You had an offer already. I mean, well, why haven't you taken that offer?
Because it was some bull. It was some bull crap. The offer wasn't real.
I mean,
No, no offer is real. Somebody trying to put down $10 for earnest money.
okay, so it seems like the $10.
How the hell you go? How the hell you go put down $10 to buy a house? This ain't no bar where you can put down $10 and repay that. This is a property. This is a real life property in a house, and you go try to put down $10. This ain't no damn renter center. So I need to come with a real legitimate offer. If you can't put down at least $5,000 earnest money down, it ain't even no reason of us really talking because I'm not about to have these games anymore.
I mean, if the property overall if it's a good fit for us, I don't see why that would be an issue to put $5K down. Now,
okay,
now
you talking my language. Now you talking my language.
Okay, yeah, like I said, I'm direct. I can for sure put $5,000 down if it qualifies our criteria. Now, new floor paint is definitely what I need. I asked you a question about the roof. What condition is the roof in?
It's a few shingles missing, but that ain't nothing. You can go up there yourself and put them on. That ain't nothing but that's a $20-$30 fix. You can get a few shingles and put them up there yourself. That'll be $20 or $30 worth of material.
Okay, few shingles missing, about $20 to $30 in material. Now, earlier you mentioned, definitely the mayor. You got some people elected and stuff. They done told these tenants not to pay and all that stuff. I guess. I mean,
let me ask you. Look.
Currently?
This go let me know if I want to deal with you. How do you feel about Mayor Frank Jackson? Did you vote for him?
I mean, I'm not from Cleveland, so I wouldn't have voted for Mayor.
Okay,
Frank
but
Jackson.
How do you feel about him? Do you like him or don't like him? I need to know this answer.
I mean, personally, to be real with you, whatever Mayor Frank Jackson does doesn't affect my pockets because I'm gonna figure it out at the end of the day.
I understand that, but how do you feel about
him? As I'm telling you, whatever Mayor Frank Jackson does not affect me because I'm going to figure it out either way.
Okay, are you a supporter?
How do you feel about Mayor Frank Jackson? Because it sounds like you kind of dislike him right now. How is Mayor Frank Jackson affecting you?
Damn right. Anybody that associates with him, I can't even talk to him on the phone. So that's how I feel about him. So if you support him, you might as well hang up right now.
Yeah, I don't support him, but what I'm asking you, how is he and his election affected you?
He is the reason why these people are not being able to pay rent, and they're continuing to. These assholes haven't paid me rent in 8 or 9 months, and they're continuing to not to pay rent. And he said that he's not going to do nothing to stop it. I applied for rental assistance, and his ass sent me a 140-page booklet. I'm not about to fill that shit out. So that's what I'm gonna do. I decided I'm just gonna sell the properties. I'm not dealing with no commissions or none of that. I'm looking for a straight deal. That's how I bought them. And everybody that calls me is full of shit. Nobody's trying to pay what I want, and they're not trying to help out. They just keep asking 100 questions, and they're not talking this cash money. So how much can you offer me? We can, I'm ready to do a deal right now.
Man, I totally understand. As I mentioned before, I own properties here as well, and I also have tenants who haven't been paying. So I definitely understand where you're coming from. But what I've found, definitely doing a cash for keys to get these tenants out of there has been a great solution for me. Have you tried any of that?
Them animals don't want nothing. They've been living in there free for a long time and they continue. I'm not about to pay you to move out. You go get out on your own. So that's that situation. I'm selling that property and I'm selling the other ones too.
Okay. Okay. So it sounds like you got multiple properties where tenants just ain't paying.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this about this property specifically. We're not going to even touch the other properties yet. How much are you charging these tenants per month?
It doesn't even matter because they haven't paid nothing. So I'm what can you do me as far as price? I know you an investor and you done bought properties like this. What can you I'm not gonna hold you to it around what can you pay for it? I mean, I'm not gonna hold you to anything, and I know you got to do your research, but can you give me at least 125? I just took 5,000 off for you. Can you at least
I
do
mean,
that?
part of my research is figuring out what the tenants pay so I can give you a fair offer.
Okay, they supposed to be paying $1,000 a month.
So they're supposed to be paying $1,000 a month. So right now you in the hole about $8,000, right?
No, I guess so.
Okay. So because you did mention that they haven't paid in 8 or 9 months. So you're in the hole about $8,000. You're looking to get 130 overall. And again, like I said, I'm just doing my research so I can make sure if this property even is a good fit for us. Roof missing a couple of shingles. Paint would need to be. Probably need to paint the property, and I would need a new floor. Kitchen and bathroom. How are those amenities in the property?
I haven't seen inside of the house for some months. Because if I go over there and I see the tenants that's over there, we probably go start. I don't know. I might pull out my pistol on them. But other than that, I'm not going over there because I'm be too mad. I'm gonna pull somebody up out of there. So I haven't
Well,
seen the house since 6 months. They got it
okay.
all. They didn't change the locks and all kind of stuff been going on there.
So you haven't seen it in 6 months. And I for sure don't want you going over there, pulling your pistol out where, I'm gonna have to, God forbid, probably, use some bond money to bail you out. But um but so you in the whole $8,000, you haven't seen the house in about 6 months. So we don't really know overall in what condition those tenants have
Yeah.
that place in. Would you agree?
Right. I don't know exactly the conditions. So what can we do here? Because I need to get rid of this ASAP.
Okay. So I guess let me ask you this now. So I mean, you don't really know what's going on. It ain't my property, and I definitely don't know what's going on. So I mean, if you were to be giving me, if the roles were reversed, you were to be giving me a blind offer. Would you feel comfortable giving me a blind offer at 125,000 without seeing the property or even knowing what's going on with the property?
I don't know. I can't make that question. I wanna ask you what can you pay? What are you thinking? Are you thinking don't give me no offer or nothing crazy. Don't give me no crazy offer.
I mean, honestly, it really just depends on what you need. Because, like I said, you don't know what's going on with the property. I don't know what's going on with the property. If I give you an offer, I mean, I know right now, it just wouldn't make sense for you.
Okay, just try me. I'm not gonna hold you to it.
John, I'm telling you, I'm like the swap meet. I'm trying to get the property as cheap as possible, but I'm just really trying to figure out what you need to walk away with the property so we can figure it out, and I'll let you know if it works for me or not. I
Look,
can
look.
tell you right now, 125, without you knowing what's going on in the property, and without me seeing it, I ain't the guy for you.
Okay, well, what price would you be at? Are you talking 110?
Mm. Yeah, at that 110, without seeing the property, Johnny. Uh, just to be quite frank with you, man. Yeah, you might as well.
Oh, okay. Look. You
listed with a
still haven't
realtor.
given out a number. I need to get I need a number from you, or I'm gonna have to get off the phone because I can't continue to waste my time. I need a number. What can you give me? I'm trying to be. I didn't ask a lot of questions. I mean, what can you give me?
Okay, I mean, I totally understand, but I mean, at that 100 range, I mean, we for sure ain't even in the ballpark.
Okay,
So
don't.
just looking at some numbers, and looking at what investors are paying for in that area,
Well, look, I
I'm
don't
gonna
care
be
what they paying. I'm not about to be lowball with no 50, 60, or 70,000. I'm not about to take that. I ain't gonna let you waste your time right there. I ain't taking no 50, 60, 70,000.
okay. So you won't take 50, 60, 70,000. So I mean, what would be good for you to walk away with?
I mean, what can you give me? What can you give me close to what I'm looking to get the most, and you trying to get it for it appears to be $1. What can I
I would love to.
what can you
I would
what's the
love to,
most?
but I know that won't work for you.
Right. So what's the most, what's the most that you can give me? Around what price?
Honestly, you won't take 50 to 60,000, right? That won't work for you. Without
Yeah.
me seeing the property and just making a quick judgment, I'm not saying that would be my offer or whatever the case may be, but I may be in that range. But what
Oh,
will
no
work for
way.
you?
No way. No way I can take that. Nah. Nope.
What will work for you then?
Nah, nothing around there. I have to get a number from you though. I mean, I already been threw out multiple different prices for you. What can work for you? I need to know something. That way I can have something to go back, because my wife getting off work in about a couple hours. I can have something to tell her. So,
Mhm.
what can you give me?
I guess Johnny, at this point, man, I don't know what the condition of the property is, and you haven't been in the property for about 6 months. So I don't want to just throw out a number and put, my foot in my mouth. So just some homework on what you could do with your wife. I mean, y'all could for sure talk about it and figure out what would be a good number that will work best for you and her. I just know for me right now, the 100, anything 100 won't work for me. And as you mentioned earlier, 50, 60,000 won't work for you. So take some time with the wife, figure out what number works best for you guys. And I mean, I can for sure just get back to you, just figure out, what works for you. How does that sound?
All right, that sounds good. Well, I guess I need to get some sort of information from you as far as a number. So are you trying to what are you trying to pay around? What was your offer again?
I mean, honestly, Johnny, like I said, the 50 to 60,000 won't work for you. I just throwing out a number. If I'm throwing out a range out there, and I'm just saying, I don't know if your property is what it needs or what it don't need, and it sounds like you don't know either. I'm just saying, I'm roughly right now around the 60 to $70,000 mark.
Oh, you gonna have to come up a little bit more. If you come up a little bit more, we could, I need a little bit more than that.
Okay. I mean, what is a little bit more, Johnny?
25,000 more.
Mm-hmm.
I need
25,000 more on the
I need at
60,000,
least
on the
I need at
60,000.
least I need 90,000.
Hmm. Yeah, at 90,000, man. Like I said, I just think you should, have that conversation with your wife. See what works best for you guys. Right now, I mean, it's about to be another month coming up. Um, you guys are 8 grand in the hole. I just know for me to best help you guys, I ain't your buyer at that price. I really think if me, you, your wife could come together, I can, show you guys different avenues on how you can sell your property and probably get more. But if you're looking to just get rid of the property right now, at that price point, it won't work for me. Have you guys tried listening it with a realtor?
Look, I'm not dealing with no realtor, no attorneys, or none of that. I'm a hand to hand type person. You know, we shake hands, we do whatever we got to do, and then the property is done. I know that's probably not like how you are. You want to go through all these agents and everything. I want to just do a straight deal. So, what can we do?
I mean, I don't. I only use agents when I'm listing a flip. So when I'm buying properties, I don't use agents. You know, I'm direct
Oh,
to the seller.
okay, got you. So what's the most you can do?
I just gave you a range. That range wouldn't work for you. And 95 is 95 the best that you could do price wise.
Um, I can do 85.
85.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this. I know 85 is pushing it. I really need to be, for me to walk away, close this deal where you don't ever have to worry about these tenants again. You don't ever have to go pull out your pistol on these tenants again. And I don't have to bond you out of jail. I would need to be around 60 to 70,000. But you said you could do 85. If I go speak to my finance manager, and I know it's a strong possibility that, you know, her name is Dominique, she may say no. Would there be any other barriers that would prevent us from getting this deal done? Because I'm about to go beg her to give you this 85. Would there be any other reasons why we couldn't get 85?
Um, no, nope.
Okay. And I mean, I know you still got to go talk to your wife and stuff like that. I mean, what you think her thought process would be on this?
I'm the decision maker. I'm in charge.
Okay, you the head honcho of the house, huh? Hey man, you better than me. Dominique could kill me if I sell some without her input.
Right.
But so it sounds like at this point there is nothing that will prevent you from selling this property at 85. Let me do this. Give me about 5 minutes. I'm gonna go speak to Dominique and see what she says. You can hold on real quick.
Yep. Zoom about to
All
end,
right,
y'all. You
Johnny.
sent
Just I just got off the phone with Dominique. She said